Hey man, this is Knoxbon. I want to give a shout out to Dumb Out TV. You know, they really get the exclusives and they do what these other people just won't to get the truth. Dumb Out, bitch.
Damn, bro, I didn't know you said you had went through it with that boy Pimpin Ken too.
All right, Pimpin Ken. Listen, man, went to HHF. It's a local show. It's like a showcase that they do here every Monday. I brought my artist Trill Will to HHF. We went through quite a few different times. Started building a really good relationship with Pimpin Ken. He handed me the microphone a few different times. If you go watch our interview, we did an interview on Beehive TV with me and Pimpin Ken and Trill Will. I think it was like a couple other people, but if you go watch that, I mean, you can tell he's like, Andy's a Mason. Andy's a Mason. You know what I mean? So he was really supportive of me. And like I said, I introduced my artist Trill Will to Pimpin Ken and started their business relationship. So there's a lot behind it. He was supposed to be somebody who looked up to me, and I didn't know him. I didn't know he was a celebrity. I literally didn't know who he was. After I found out he's a celebrity, that really just made me more mad because I didn't know who he is. Now that I know who he is, like, if you don't know, Pimpin Ken is a real celebrity. Like, he is involved with a lot of different celebrities. He's on a lot of different albums. Like, he's on fucking Bun B's album and shit, apparently. I didn't know none of this shit. I thought he was just some fucking dude. Like, I went up to his house and recorded a scene for the Boosie movie type shit. Like, it's another personal connection. Like, I've been to Pimpin Ken's home. I've been to several interviews with him. He treated me like he looked up to me and he respected me. And, he treated me the proper way with the proper respect. And then one day, all right, one thing that you're going to learn about me is I fuck bad bitches. I fucked bad bitches since I was like fucking 14. I have been pulling bitches on AOL and Yahoo. I mean, like, I've been pulling that's my love. I love females. I love bad bitches. That's kind of my thing. And another thing is that I refuse to let a female friend zone me. I will not let a female get the benefits of being my friend and give me nothing in return. I've had people use me time and time again. I learned my lesson. So if I recognize that a woman is trying to friend zone me, but still receive all the benefits of being a boyfriend, I cut that bitch off. Okay. So now, all that being said, now you have the proper background. I went to HHF. I met a woman. Her name was Doe Dolores, and she wanted to get things from me, so she acted somewhat flirtatious in order to be able to get free studio time and to work with me and do all of these things. Once we got alone, she became very frigid and like weird, and like she wasn't into me at all and asking me why I was flirting with her. So I let her know, hey, you're not here for business, you're here for personal. If you're not here for personal, you don't need to be here. And she took it the wrong way. You can ask Trill Will. She kept calling me. I told her, look, hey, listen, I don't do the friend zone thing, so we just gonna go our separate ways because I'm not gonna let you friend zone me, get things from me, and lead me on. So it's okay. We don't have to be friends. So at that point, she kept calling me and texting me and trying to, build a relationship. Every time that I spoke to her, I simply said, hey, listen, I'm not with friends. If we fucking cool, you can pull on up. But if we not, we don't even need to talk. She keeps hitting me up. She keeps inviting me places. And I keep telling her I'm not interested in being just friends. So one day she invites me over to HHF and she's like, I'll buy you a drink. Just come. So I go to HHF, and as soon as I show there, she's already got me a drink. So I sit beside her. She scoots away from me. Now we're in public and there's a bunch of people there. This was the busiest night I've ever seen Ice Bar. So we sit there and she kind of scoots away from me. Then we go out on the dance floor and I start dancing on her and she literally pushes me away in public. So now I'm embarrassed. And I tell her, wait a minute, why did you have me come out here again? Look, I don't want to be just your friend. If we're something, we're something. If we're not, we're not. I don't like this game. She starts crying and runs out the door, runs into Pimpin Ken. tears on her cheeks. Now, Pimpin Ken is known for being a pimp. He's, he talks very degrading towards women. Very, very degrading towards women. Put that hoe in the straw and give me my dough. You know what I'm saying? So he turned into Captain Save-A-Ho. He took it upon himself to come into the club and walk up to me, and he actually put his arm across my chest, which is what pissed me off. You don't do that. You don't touch another motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you are. And I almost knocked his ass out, but they kicked me out of the club before I knocked him out. Now, what he did is he came up and he was like, why is she crying? We ain't gonna be on that fucking shit. We ain't gonna be trying to fuck these girls. And this is Pimpin Ken, the man who is known for being a pimp, a violent fucking pimp. So at that point, I got irritated. I told him, I cussed him out, and then I went back to my section, and then I was going to beat his ass. So I was actually standing on my couch in a crowded club with probably about 300 to 400 people in the club, and I was doing exercises. I was doing warm-ups. I was doing my stretches, and I was looking at him, and I was kind of making gestures and letting him know like I was about to fuck him up. And he said security over, and then security took me out, and then they removed me from the club. Then I'm in the parking lot screaming at everybody, screaming, fuck Pimp Ken, fuck, he's a bitch, fuck HH, just losing my shit. I do that sometimes, frequently actually. So I'm basically trying to, get them to come outside and fight me. They wouldn't come outside and fight me, so then I go home. So when I go home, then he calls me, and he calls me through Trill Will because he's built a relationship with him. When he calls me, he's trying to intimidate me and trying to get me to back down. I told him, no, I'm saying, where you at, homie? Like, let me come back in the club. It's not a problem. We can handle this shit face to face. And then he had somebody else call me and threaten me. And then they called me and threatened me. And I was like, where you at? And shoot me a pin. Just drop me a location. I don't do the back and forth shit. So just, drop me a location. I'll pull up. We can handle this shit. We can do a shootout. I'm cool with it. I've been in shootouts. And so he didn't, they didn't do anything. They backed down. And then Trill talked to Pimpin Ken on the phone and made him realize that he was the one who had violated, like, all the way, because he had basically, got involved in a domestic dispute, which is against the rules of pimping, which, Pimpin Ken wrote the book. Okay, so basically, then the whole situation is that this is the dude who wrote the book on pimping. Literally, there's a book on pimping. It's like 42 different rules, and he wrote that book. So, but when he met me, he turned into Captain Save-A-Ho. Then, he tried to start some shit, and then that shit went left, and then Trill made him realize that he was the one in the wrong, and he apologized. And I just told him, just don't talk to me no more. Don't speak to me. Don't, we not good. We're not cool. I don't like you. But I accepted his apology. I didn't like his apology because it was backhanded. He was like, there was an insult in it. So I begrudgingly accepted it because Trill Will asked me to.